Hi boys and girls, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the Great Melting Pot. Now that word melting pot, you might wonder, what is a melting pot? Well, think about if I had a big pot and I put it on my stove, okay? And then I started putting different flavors of cheese into that pot. So I added some American cheese and then some cheddar cheese and some Swiss cheese. And each time I would add the different cheeses to that pot, the flavor of the cheese would change a little bit, but yet it would all melt together into one big pot of cheese, right? They're no longer separate cheeses once they melt together in my pot. Well, we say that America, the country we live in, is like a great melting pot because many people have come to live in America. And all different people have different ways of doing things, but yet we all live together in this country and we blend our lives together into what we call America. And so we refer to America as a melting pot because it's made up of many different flavors and many different cultures. And so that is why this week and the next couple weeks we are learning about our heritage and where we came from, because it helps us learn what our families brought to this great country, America. But yet we all live together in this country in a happy and good way. When a person goes to live in a new country, so say your relatives came from Ireland or Germany or Iraq or China, when they came here to America to live, when they do that, we call those people immigrants. So a person who goes to live in a new country is called an immigrant. And many immigrants came to America before it was even a country. They're the ones that helped build America and make it what it is. They started our government here. They built our cities and our roads. They built our railways. They worked in the fields and the factories and the schools. Immigrants made music. They wrote books. They painted pictures, took pictures, and made memories. They wrote books. And these immigrants that came here were the cheeses that melted together to make our country what it is today. The flavor of our country, America, is still changing because as new immigrants continue to come here, new ideas come, new ways of doing things, and then we work together to get a special taste here in America. So every time a new immigrant came in the past or comes currently, it changes what America is a little bit, but it makes it a richer, stronger flavor. Just like if I were to add more cheeses to my pot, it would change the flavor, but yet it would make it taste better, okay? So we think of America as a melting pot. So all of you have a background. You have relatives that came from different countries. And when they came here to America, they helped make it what it is today. So if you get out your Great Melting Pot worksheet, I will go over this with you. We'll talk a little bit about the Great Melting Pot, and we'll figure out if these are true or false statements, okay? So it says here, whoa, where'd I go? America is a blend of all different people who live in it. If we think that's true, we'll put a T. If we think it's false, we'll put an F. So America is a blend of all different people who live in it. That's true. So on that line, you can put the letter T. All right. Each time I grab a letter to add, it's going to make me disappear, but I'll come back. All right. The next one here says, an immigrant is a person who takes a short vacation. Is that true? No, we know that's not true because we know that an immigrant is a person that actually picks up their life and moves to live in a new country. So you can put false for number 2. Number 3 says many immigrants came to America before it was a country. That is true. Remember, immigrants are what helped build our country. Back before we had a government or we had a way of life, the people came from all other countries and worked together to build what we have today. All right, number 4 says the people who live in America are not all alike. That is true. We are all very different. They worded that one kind of funny. But we're not all alike. We each have our own unique way of doing things, and that's what makes our country so special. Number 5, the differences in people spoil the flavor. That's false. We know that those differences make our flavor richer and better, just like the differences in the cheeses that we would make in a recipe help strengthen the flavor. And number 6 says, immigrants built America's cities and railways. That is true, right? Back when our country was first being built, the railways are what the trains drive on, and the cities are the places where we live. And it was immigrants that helped to build and make it what it is. So down here it says, what does the word immigrant mean? I'm going to put the definition here for you, and you can go ahead and copy that onto your paper. An immigrant is a person who goes to live in a new country. Okay, so I hope you learned a little bit today about our country. Remember back when it was first founded, the people that came here all came from other countries and helped make America what it is today. So go ahead and get this done. Take a picture of it, upload it to Class Dojo for me, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video soon. Bye, boys and girls.